Hello and welcome to this new video. This is a video to show you how to use the chi-square test for one variance. The idea of the test is essentially test sample data against your belief of what the variance of a population is. So, for example, let me read a problem here, a concrete example that you could find useful, and then you can use the software, our solver, to solve it. So it says, on a physical science assessment test, the scores of a random sample of 22 8th graders have a standard deviation of 22.7. That's the standard deviation of a sample. And you want to know if you can claim that the standard deviation for all 8th graders is less than 29. Okay, so you have two things. You have sample information about 22, a sample of 22 subjects that have a standard deviation of 22.7, which is less than 29 in terms of the sample, but you want to know whether or not the fact that the sample has this standard deviation, you want to know if that's enough evidence to claim that the standard deviation of the population of all 8th graders is 8th graders is less than 29. So that is the situation, and then now we need to see how to set up our hypothesis and how to fill out these forms here. First of all, you want to know your claim is whether the standard deviation is less than 29. So that's a left tail test. So what you're going to do is the null hypothesis equal, and the alternative hypothesis is less than. So that's the way you have to structure the hypothesis. Then, what is the hypothesis variance? Hypothesized variance. In this case, what you have is the standard deviation. So you need to, in this case, you're gonna have to make a little calculation, because you wanna claim that the standard deviation of the population is less than 29. But what is that in terms of a variance? You will have to go here and open your Excel or a calculator or whatever you want, and then you want to compute 29 squared is 841. That's your variance, your hypothesized variance. And then you have a sample variance as well, but it's given in terms of a sample standard deviation. So what you have to do is take the standard deviation, which is 22.7. So that's the sample standard deviation, and we square it in order to get the sample variance. And we just paste it there. What is the sample size of, in this case, is 22. And what is the significance level? Significance level is 0.10. 0.10. And that's all we need to know about this. We just click on solve here, and what we have is this beautiful properly formatted and step-by-step solution. You have the null and alternative hypothesis, you have the rejection region, you have the test statistics, the decision about the null hypothesis, you have the conclusion, and you have the confidence interval. You can see an explanation. You can go to the classroom and see more information about this test. You can see hundreds of solved problems that can help you practice, and you can change things here around. You can start over the process. You can put anything you want here as your hypothesis variance, your sample variance, your sample size, and your significance level. In this case, for example, I forgot to set the null and alternative hypothesis, and I get this message. So I know I have to go, sure, I forgot, and I just select this, and I get my answer. Well, okay, that's it for now. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.